welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Guys, I know that I've been quiet for the last 2 weeks. I've only posted one video and hopefully that'll give you guys an idea as to where I was. I initially wanted to post a video letting you guys know that I'll be taking a bit of a break because I had my son, I had my baby, and I decided to make a vlog about it. I tried to take you guys on the journey. The hospital I was at though did not allow for video footage for certain things like in theater because I had a cesarean or C-section, and this is why I posted a lot of pictures in between to take you guys on that journey. So if you want to check out that video, you're welcome to check that out. I'll post it up here in one of the cards for you guys. So guys, I've decided to do this video obviously because I'm a second time mom and I know that this is a real thing and I know there's not a lot of people that talk about it. So I've decided to do this video on ways to deal with postpartum depression, or the baby blues as some people call it. Right, this is a real thing, guys. If you're not a mom yet, then you probably won't understand. When you get pregnant, right, there's a lot of hormones that change in your body, and it's a lot of feel-good hormones as well that keep you going. You're really positive, obviously the excitement of the new little one that's coming, and it's awesome. It's not always easy. There's a lot of times you experience morning sickness. Obviously you're not happy about the weight gain, and also if you get like stretch marks and things, there's a lot of mixed emotions that goes into being pregnant. But initially your hormones are elevated because you are carrying another person inside of you. It's a lot going on for your body, so it keeps you motivated most of the time. It's positive hormones, and once you had the baby, there's a drop in that positive hormones, if I can call it that, and it's usually a big dip for women because it doesn't just like regulate or go back to normal. For some women it does, but for some women you actually take a dip where you feel down, you feel overwhelmed, which is all normal, guys. And this is why I've decided to make this video, just to encourage maybe new moms out there. If you're a first time mom, this video can help you, or even if you're not a first time mom. And for myself, having had my second cesarean, if you guys check out the first video, you'll know that it was very different from my first. I did not make a vlog for the first. I was not doing YouTube at the time when I had my daughter. However, it was really different because of the pandemic, the COVID thing going on. All the rules have changed at hospitals. So even though I was a second time mom, I thought I knew what to expect, but I did not, because so much had changed, and it was a new experience. It was basically an unexpected new experience for me, which was I don't think I took it too well in terms of not being able to have my husband there and that sort of thing. Well, he was there for the birth, but he couldn't stay, whereas with my daughter he was there like from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening, and then he had to leave. So there was a lot of different things, but you need to check out that video to get the details on that. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you're having a baby in this time of the COVID or lockdown, a lot of things have changed in hospitals, obviously understandably, because they're trying to protect the patients, also the staff of the hospital, so they don't allow people in and out of the wards and that sort of thing, which makes sense. But it's tough on moms, right? Whether you're a first time mom or not, it is quite tough. So let me get into this video. Also, what makes things tough is the changes in your body once you've had the baby. Whether you're starting to breastfeed, there's the questions of, is baby feeding enough? There's the question of, why haven't I lost all this weight? Because some women snatch back, their body snatch back immediately, and that's awesome for you guys, but not everyone's body goes back to normal immediately. So you sit with this pouch, or you still have to, you're kind of in between sizes where your maternity clothes looks big, but your normal clothes don't fit you. There's a lot going on that causes this baby blues or postpartum depression that people don't understand. People will be like, you should be happy you just had a new baby, and it's not that you're not happy, and it's not that you don't love your baby. There's just so many things that make you feel that you're not enough, or that you're not where you're supposed to be. And once again, this is why I've decided to make this video. So the first thing I would say, guys, I've just made some notes for myself. I hope you don't mind. I still have a bit of pottage brain, as they call it over here where I'm at, or mama brain, right? So the first thing I would really suggest, so these if like I said, if you haven't had a baby, you won't understand. This is gonna sound like normal stuff, because it's things that you do when you're single or don't have a child, and it's normal, right? So it sounds like normal things, but to do these things when you're feeling the baby blues, or when you feel you have, most of the time you won't even know when you have postpartum depression if you haven't been clinically diagnosed, which is most of the time. I think like 90% of women will never be clinically diagnosed. They don't even know they have it. They just feel unmotivated. I think that's the best way to describe it. You just don't feel motivated to get up in the morning. You just don't feel motivated to go and shower. You don't feel motivated to get dressed because nothing fits you. You don't feel motivated to do your hair because you're not going to go anywhere. With a newborn baby, you don't just walk about for at least the first month or two, depending on how. I think some cultures, some people are more rigid than others. Some people's even 3 months, some people's only 2 weeks, and then they're out and about with the baby. And now with this COVID pandemic thing going on, you can't go anywhere. So that makes for moms who's having kids in this time, it's even worse. They just feel like, what's the point, of doing what's the point of putting on makeup? What's the point of doing this or that? But I'm here to make this video so that you know that you need to do it for you, right? That you still matter, and that you are doing enough, because all these insecurities and a whole bunch of things come rushing over a new mom, or even if you're a second-time mom, and again mom, if I can call it that. You're having another child and you feel, oh my gosh, is it enough? Am I doing enough? There's no time for myself. You need to make time for yourself. So let me get down to the list. So the first thing, guys, that will really help you in this time, get up. Just get out of bed, right? Don't stay in that bed. The moment you stay in that bed, I can almost guarantee you're going to get the baby blues. And I made that mistake with my first child, with my daughter. I loved her, but I stayed in bed. It was only for a short while, and I started feeling down. I didn't want to get up. Even to go to the loo just felt like, I can't believe I have to get out of bed, because I had my laptop with me, so I was just like binge watching series over there, but I stayed in bed. So the first thing I want to encourage you, don't stay in bed. Even if you've had a cesarean, guys, I've had 2 cesareans now, and my doctor, my gynecologist, he says, yeah, uit die bed uit, it means chase them out of bed. By day 2, the day after you've had your cesarean, the nurses are instructed to get you out of bed. So you need to take your first few steps after you've had the C-section. It's not good for you to lay in bed, even if you've had a cesarean, because it's the danger of blood clots. So you need to get moving. I'm not saying run, I'm not saying walk far, just get out of bed. So start there. Like I said, for someone who hasn't had kids, this will sound crazy, like of course you want to get out of bed. But for someone who's going through that baby blues or postpartum depression, getting out of bed is a struggle, or they're just not motivated to do it. So that's my first tip, just get out of bed. So no matter what time you're waking up, the main thing is also that you're tired in between feeds and things. When you feel that you're officially woken up and you want to have that first cup of coffee or tea or whatever you drink in the morning, get out of bed. Just get out of bed and stay out of bed. Don't get back in. So get out of bed. Okay? The next thing is go and take a shower or a bath. whatever it is that you enjoy. If you love feeling the water running down your back, do that shower. If you want to soak in a bath, do that. Even if you need help, get someone to help you get inside the bath if you can't, because believe me, this sounds crazy, but after a C-section you can't necessarily lift your legs unless you have a sunken bath. You can get in, I guess, but still be careful, and you might need help getting into the bath. So get someone to help you into the bath and just soak in that bath. It will do you the world of good. You will feel better already just by the first two: getting out of bed, getting yourself cleaned up. Okay, the next thing, very important, get fresh air. Fresh air. I don't mean just open up a window, get out of the house. Even if you're standing on the porch or the stoop or whatever you call it, wherever you are, get fresh air. Get some vitamin D. Get the sunshine. If you're having a baby in winter, like myself, my son was born in the heart of winter here in Southern Africa, and we're fortunate enough to have some rainy days, some sunny days. Like today's are beautiful. Well, it's quite cold. The air is very nippy, but there is some sunshine. You know, just get the vitamin D. Just get fresh air, even if it's not a sunny day. Breathe in that fresh air. So step outside the house as well. Like I said, you don't have to walk far. I'm not saying that you need to run. Just get some fresh air. So this 3 things will help your mood already. The next thing, listen to positive music. Very important, guys. I don't want to be dissing certain artists. I'm not going to mention names, but there's certain music that is just going to bring your mood even more down. Don't be listening to sad love songs right now. Just avoid anything negative and just play positive, uplifting, motivating music. It really can change the atmosphere. It can change your mood, and that is what you need right now. So create yourself a playlist, if you will, of just awesome music. If you're planning on having a baby soon, start working on that playlist now while you have the energy, while you have the time. All your favorite songs that get you boogieing and dancing. I know I have a certain playlist that I use when I'm cooking and cleaning. It just gives me energy, and I'll just be like peeling that potatoes like it's nothing, or whatever I'm doing. It gives me energy, and that's the type of music you need to be listening to in this time. Just avoid, like I said, let me not get myself into trouble. I almost said the name. I just avoid certain artists that is always making you feel down, those ones that you're crying on. Leave that for now. You don't need that in your life. You already have those hormones making you feel down. So please, positive music only, right? Next thing, guys, friends and family is going to be very crucial in this time. So if you have a very close friend or family member that you usually chat to and can confide in, get that person on the phone, or just stay in contact with that person. Make sure that that person is available to chat to, just if you need to chat, right? It's very important. Don't keep things bottled up. Even if you're feeling overwhelmed, someone that you can trust to say, someone who really cares. It's very important, guys. Some people will be like, how are you doing? And they'll chat on, but they're not really interested in finding out how you're doing. They're just saying how you're doing for the sake of being polite, but they don't actually care about how you're doing. So that person who actually takes the time to be like, how are you doing? And tell me about how you're doing, how are you feeling? That's the person you need to have on speed dial. Even if there will be days when you just feel like, I can't do this, it's too much, it's overwhelming. It's night shift, it's day shift, because babies need to feed depending on like the size of the baby and how soon they fetch the baby, different type of things. Some babies will be fed every 2 hours, some every 3 hours, and that's night and day, right around the clock, meaning you don't get to sleep. If you sleep for an hour, so myself, I'm someone, it takes me about, depending on how tired I am, it can be plus minus 20 minutes for me to fall asleep. Okay, so baby wakes up, baby will be awake roughly for about an hour. That is including the feeding and the nappy change. Nappies must be changed. That newborn, the nappies must be changed with every feed, because they are very regular the pees and poos go straight through, everything is working. They go through like 8 to 10 nappies at that age. So with every feed there's a nappy change. I would say roughly an hour and a half they're awake. Then they sleep again for roughly 2 to 3 hours. For my kids, it's 3 hours fortunately. It takes me 20 minutes to fall asleep. So what is left of the time, while they're asleep, there's like an hour, 2 hours left for me to sleep, I would say, 2.5 hours. Then the baby's awake again. So it's crazy. And just when you're falling in that deep sleep, you're just literally falling asleep and the baby cries again. And those are the kind of things that can make people crazy. I don't know if you guys know that in prisons and things, they put people in solitary confinement. I don't know if you heard that word, where there's a bright light shining on the person can't sleep, there's an annoying sound, a buzzing sound that keeps that person out of sleep. And those are the kind of things that drive people crazy. So people wonder why women, after they've had a baby, why they feel stressed out, why they feel overwhelmed, why they have baby blues. Maybe you're not a mom, maybe you're a dad checking out this video and you're trying to help your wife or your partner. Please understand that this is a real thing. It's a struggle they're going through. It's something new to them. Even if they've had another child, if the other child is older, they most probably have a more regular sleeping pattern by now. So to be so sleep deprived and have someone so dependent on you, it's so overwhelming. You can try and prepare yourself mentally as long as you want. I mean, we all get 9 months to prepare. You know that you're having that baby and the baby's inside of you for 9 months. But nothing can prepare you until that child is there. Once that baby is there, it's a full-time thing. Right around the clock, like I said, 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week, that baby. That is if you're breastfeeding. If you're not breastfeeding, there's another different thing that comes about. It's the guilt of having to bottle feed, whether for whatever reason you're not breastfeeding. Having to bottle feed, a lot of mothers feel guilty about putting their child on the bottle and not being able to breastfeed. So the benefit of having your child on the bottle is that dad, or hopefully someone else that is at hand, can step in to do a feed or two at night while you get the rest. But like myself, I'm kind of a purist, so I try to at least give just breast milk for the first 6 months. With my daughter, I breastfed for 1.5 years, so that's quite long. I don't think I'll do the same with my son again because it's very long, but I'm not sure where I'll stop right now. But for now, I believe in just the breast milk. And it's a lot, guys, because you want to do the right thing for them, or like the best thing. Let me not say the right thing, let me say the best thing for them is breast milk. But there's obviously, like I said, there's instances where we were not able to give the breast milk, and that is okay. We don't judge anyone, and those babies are fine. Myself, I was a bottle baby. I only got breast milk for the first month, and then my mom switched me over to bottle, and I'm okay. I don't have, thank God, no chronic diseases or anything. I'm okay, so they can be fine with just the bottle as well. So like I said, we don't judge those moms, but it's still a lot to handle because you still need to get up at night. And the worst thing I think about the bottles, you need to go make that bottle. Whereas the breast milk, breast milk is already made, and with the bottles it becomes sterilizing. You need to make sure it's clean because that child can contract diarrhea and different types of things if it isn't sterilized properly. It's a whole process, guys. So whether you're bottle feeding or breastfeeding, there's so much work to be done. You just can't explain it to someone else. They need to be in that position to understand. So dad or family member or friend that's concerned for the new mom and you're watching this, please support them as much as possible. Okay, so what's the next thing? Let me move on. Yes, so let me just finish up on that one. It's very important that you, mama bear, that you have someone that you can just chat to and just let them know, I'm actually feeling really crappy today. I'm not getting things done. I just feel he or she's not drinking enough, or whatever your concern, and you need to have someone that you can just tell that to. Just get rid of your chest sometimes without so much pregnancy of my son, I just started craving sweet things again, like especially my teas and coffees. So I would put honey in my tea, but in my coffee I would add sugar sometimes. There's days, like if it's a good cup of coffee, you know, really good roast or percolated, filtered, whatever, we use the AeroPress. So if it's a good cup of coffee, then I don't need sugar. But there's just days when I crave sugar, and she actually suggested the dark chocolate, so that will actually eliminate that craving of like sweet things. So if you're craving sweet things or just a whole bunch of junk food, get yourself dark chocolate. It's healthier than the normal milk chocolate. Don't have to worry about too much of the calories or sugar, but it still gives you the cocoa, still gives you that good feeling that you're craving or need, right? So dark chocolate. The next thing, this is very important, guys. You need to take some time for self-care. So besides the basics of getting out of bed that I've mentioned, of just taking a shower, take some time while baby's asleep for self-care. Whether you want to do a skincare routine, whether you want to put on some makeup. This is my first time wearing makeup since my son was born. He was born on the 21st of July. That's exactly 2 weeks and 1 day ago, guys. And today is the first time I've put on some makeup, and I just felt like doing it, so I done it. Especially for this video, I want to look good. My previous video, like you guys saw my vlog, I went no makeup, so I didn't look as great on that video. Please forgive. I know this is a beauty channel. You're probably thinking like, oh, couldn't you have added some makeup? I did not want to do that, guys, because my main focus was bringing my child into this world healthily. It wasn't about me and about me looking beautiful. It was about bringing him safe and sound and me surviving the operation and everything. And thank God, all is well. It was not an easy road, but we are through it right now, so that's awesome, right? So that was not a vlog about beauty and makeup, even though this channel is about that. That is why I'm mentioning now. You know, take some time, do a skincare routine, add some makeup. Doesn't matter if you're not going anywhere. It makes you feel good, so do it, right? Whether you want to do a hair treatment, guys, I'm planning on doing I know I'm mentioning a lot of like past videos and future videos, but please, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if I've mentioned returning viewer, thank you so much for watching my content, guys. I do appreciate it. So I will be making a video soon on a treatment, because I intend on doing a treatment on my hair. My hair has been, I've noticed it's a bit very dry. And after having a baby, some of you women know, some women experience hair loss. I haven't been experiencing hair loss, but my hair is being very dry and sticky or tangled. It just gets tangled quickly. So I've decided to do a treatment, and I'll be making that video shortly and releasing it for you guys to follow. I'll be doing a Botox treatment. I'm really excited. It will be my first one. I've never done a Botox treatment on my hair. So I'm really excited to do my first hair Botox treatment. And these are the kind of things that I'm trying to encourage you, mom, to do. Like whether you like makeup, whether you like taking care of your skin, your hair, whether you want to go for a massage, please do that. Just do something for yourself. In this time, you're going to feel it's selfish of you to want to do something for yourself, but you actually need to stay sane, because most of your day is going to go to that newborn, okay? There won't be time. You need to take time. You need to literally schedule it, whether you have to make it on Google Calendar, a note, whether you need to, if you use a journal, a notebook, you need to schedule whether it's an hour or two. You need to do something for yourself. It's a really important self-care. Whether you want to get your nails done, whatever you are into, do that, okay? You need that for your sanity's sake. Right, the next thing to help deal with this postpartum is, for myself, prayer is a big part of my life, but depending on where you are at, prayer or just meditation, really important, guys. Sometimes just having that peacefulness and tranquility, and you need peace. Trust me, I don't want to be around loud people, loud music. I don't want to be around anything like that right now. So whether prayer is your thing or meditation, really good in this time of having a new baby. It's not to say that you are fully clinically depressed. It's just a phase that will pass, but just to make things easier, these are steps that you can take to get through this. Okay guys, so my daughter just woke up, and this is how it goes when you have two kids. It's up and down. The one is asleep, other one wakes up, and it's okay. We will get there. We will get into a regular routine and pattern, and I'm still enjoying it. So the next step, guys, for getting through this, I would say, is to rest when baby is resting. I know this is a very cliche one, and I'm sure during your pregnancy you've heard a lot of people tell you this: sleep when baby's sleeping, rest when baby's resting. And it is true, guys. As far as possible, you need to rest while baby is taking a nap. I myself have been doing this. Today is my first time actually making a video while baby is asleep right now, and it's okay because I felt I had the energy. But if I had felt too tired, I would have gone to take a nap. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, because sleep is very few and far in between. It's not regular. It's not like you can put your head down and get 8 hours of sleep. So it's like being in a car and you go stop. Basically, you're going and there's a robot and you stop. So it's like you fall asleep and then you have to wake up, fall asleep, wake up. And those are the things that exhaust you. So when baby's taking a good nap, if you can, preferably fall asleep when they do, and have that at least like 3-hour boost or however long your baby sleeps for, it will do you the world of good and you'll feel much better. Right, the last tip I'll be giving for today, guys, this is a big one, and I don't want people to misunderstand it, because a lot of people, friends and family, will have good intentions and they want to give tips and advice. And to new moms sometimes, or again moms like I call it, it can be offensive, and it can make them feel bad about their mothering styles. Where some, I know, especially like grandmas, they mean well, or just anyone can say like, oh, the child's lost weight, or oh, is the child eating enough? You know, these type of comments can be very hurtful to the mom. So if you are a family member or a friend or a dad watching this, please be careful. Just watch out what family's saying around new mom that will make mom feel even more insecure about what she's doing or down about it. It's really important, guys. And like I said, these people might have good intentions. It's not to say that they're trying to make mom feel bad, but it does make a mom question herself when people say things like, oh my goodness, is this child eating enough? Oh, this child's lost a lot of weight, you know, or oh, why did this happen? Or oh, what mark is this on the child? You know, a lot of kids are born with birthmarks. They're born with redness. I know my daughter, this one cutie pie over here, she had a lot of redness in her face and forehead when she was born. It's just from birth, you know, and it went away. It went away after she was like about, I think, 6-7 months. It was completely gone. But before that, for the first like 3 months, it was very obvious red on her face, you know, and people would ask me like, what marks are in her face, you know, and to the point where I once asked like, why do you keep asking about these marks? Like, it's not like I'm harming my child. These marks, that she was born with these marks, and it went away, you know. So that's what I'm saying, like, people don't mean bad, but they just ask or say things sometimes, and it could be taken the wrong way by the mom. So let's just be cautious of how we speak, or the type of things that we say to new moms. And then also, new moms, you don't need to listen to everyone's advice and comments about your parenting styles, because those type of things can make you feel really down as well. So try and surround yourself with positive people who, if they want to give advice, that they'll speak about their own experience and not about your parenting style. It's one needs to be really careful how you deal with things. There's a way of telling someone something, you know, instead of saying like, oh, you're doing this wrong. Say, you know, I've experienced that when I do it like this, it's easier, or it's better, the child sleeps better, you know. There's just a way of saying things. So I hope that this video was helpful. Please do share this with a new mom or another new mom, or if she's having another one. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.